What's going on, guys? We're just getting the trailer loaded up to leave for a huge multi-state trip. We're gonna be gone for quite a while, and I constantly get asked by people, what do you bring on a longer trip like this? What do you bring when you're traveling further for a week or two, for the machines and just in general? So let's go in the trailer, and I'm just gonna show you quick and dirty. So I don't have much planned for this video, but let's just walk through what's here. First of all, you're gonna see all of our riding gear. We got loads of riding gear. There's no winter gear in here right now because obviously it's not going to be cold, but we've got loads of different waders and jackets. We've got some extra sizes in case people need extra gear. Over the years, we've accumulated a ton of gear. We've got rain jackets and waders and sweaters and everything you can think of. Tons and tons of goggles. Obviously, you guys know that we don't run windshields most of the time, so goggles are really important for us. Helmets, because here in Canada we wear helmets, and even when we're in the US we wear helmets. I think everyone should wear a helmet when they ride. We don't need to debate that. It's just a fact. Trust me. I've worked in a hospital for years. Not wearing a helmet, not good news. Yeah, roll cage versus helmet, okay. Roll cage versus skull, not good. What else we got? We got boots in here. I got a toolbox. In that toolbox, we can dig into that video some other time, but in that toolbox, I've just got a whole bunch of stuff I leave in the trailer. It's like seconds and thirds of tools I already have. Stuff that you'll need to work on the machine, and you have to make sure you have all the sockets in there. So like, you know, you got a big axle socket, you got a bunch of extensions, stuff you can use to fix your machine in between a multi-day ride. Because when you got a week or 10 days away and day 2 you break something, you're not going to go home. You need to fix it, and you need to fix it as quick as you can. So tools are important. Obviously it depends on your trailer setup, but in here we got a bunch of stuff. We got chairs up there, we got sleeping bags. In here is more stuff that just stays in the trailer. Disposable cutlery, disposable plates and cups, soaps, Ziploc bags, napkins, paper towels, a kettle, some pots and pans, just random stuff. We've got electrical connectors in there. Why don't you show them? Yeah, we got electrical connectors in there and butt connectors and everything. In here we got more goggles, we got a booster pack. We just got that thing, a Gulu, what a cool name. It's like a hit at NOCO, I think, but yeah, we're gonna test that thing out. We got more goggles, some extra wiring for stuff like radios, garbage bags, more sleeping bags, tent pegs. There's a tent back there. You never know, you know, like when you're out riding or when you're out exploring, and you know, especially if it's just you or you and your wife or something and there's no kids involved, you can be spontaneous. So having a sleeping bag is helpful. Having a tent is helpful. Open that up, dude. Open that. Let's look in there. Open this one. So in there we've got a deep cycle kind of battery bank. That's a Opes, I think it's called. It's just an Amazon one. I got that thing like 2 years ago. It's pretty decent. I haven't used it a ton, but the fan makes a little noise, but the battery is great. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery. It can power the lights in this trailer for like 20 hours. It can power a little microwave. It can power the kettle. We gotta open that up. We're not done. It can power the little air compressor we got in there. There's a little air compressor in the corner with some airline. We got some extra fluids, some coolant, some oil on the ground. We got our little fire pit grill there. A bunch more boots. Got spare axles on the ground. We got some more seats and like some more chairs on top of them. I got the stock exhaust for the Pro R because that GGB we put on is ultra loud. Tons of belts, spare belts. So I want to have that exhaust in there in case we want something quieter. We got spare axles for the Battle Wagon. We're gonna have spare axles in there for the Pro R. We got spare tie rods in there for the Battle Wagon, tie rod assemblies, a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna have that stuff for the Pro R too. I just gotta build all that stuff up. We got 2 Tupperware containers here full of razor parts, and I mean like the randomest stuff you could think of, like even stuff that's old, like spindle assemblies with bearings in them in case you break something, old brake pads, new brake pads, wheel bearings, nuts and bolts, just all sorts of stuff. We got clutch pieces in there. So I said wheel bearings, you know, clutch pieces. The bottom container is the same stuff, CV boots, just a whole bunch of stuff in there because you never know what's gonna happen, and having the weirdest little odds and ends helps. In there I've also got a big ammo container full of just random bolts from razors and other stuff that you guys have probably seen in the videos have saved us many times in the past. What else we got here? Glue tread. I always carry some glue tread in the machine, and I've also got some in the trailer. It comes in handy if you need it. Hopefully you never do. More fluids, all the fluids I run in the machines, oils, diff fluids, brake fluid, yeah, diff fluid, I said diff fluid, transmission fluid, all that stuff, some brake clean, some lubricants, some glass cleaner, stuff you'll need, paper towels, shop towels, watch out behind you, spare tires, positioned where they, yeah, just where they are. So I got 2 spares for this thing. I just put a new set of tires on this thing, so that's pretty good. We got a tent, yeah. And then on the longer trips, like we're going on now, I'm gonna throw in a bunch more stuff. I'm gonna take my other toolbox that I use in the shop really often. It's a similar size. It's got all my like favorite tools that I use the most in there. And I'll throw that in the trailer here just to have it. We'll throw in some drills. We'll throw in some impact drivers that I like to bring. We'll bring the charger for those. What else? We got a bunch of tie down stuff like that. We'll load up some water. Sometimes I like to bring some extra spare parts, so I might throw a drive shaft and a prop shaft in here for the Razor Turbo. Bringing 2 machines is a little bit more flexibility because, you know, if I break something catastrophic on one of them, instead of spending all day fixing it, I can just jump into the other machine. But with that being said, our Pro R4, it's still not tested. I still don't trust it. I still don't know how well it's gonna work. So having that second machine, the Battle Wagon, that we know we can zip tie that thing together and we'll still make it home. So that's why we're bringing the second one. First aid kits. I got some first aid. These are Tusk first aid kits. They come with like just some basics, but I've souped one up with a bunch of other stuff I've got. Also always have a first aid kit in the Razor or in any side-by-side. I mean, we got some dry bags. These are just Fin Trail dry bags, but dry bags are awesome for extra storage. We throw extra clothing in there. We throw extra like food in there if we need to. Bungee cords, as you can see, I have a good selection. Those are my favorite for mounting stuff, especially holding stuff into the Razor. We got some lighting in case we got to do like repairs at the camp. Over here, my trailer's got a generator box without a generator in it. I have a generator, it's just not in there right now. I use the battery bank most of the time. In here, I've got a floor jack in case I get a flat. This is gonna save my butt. I've got my jerry cans. I've always got a spare jerry can of diesel in there, especially with my 6-liter. You cannot let that thing run out of diesel or you're into really, really expensive repairs. It's gonna mess up the injection system. I've got my diesel additive. I've got engine oils. I've got washer fluid. I've got a nice, huge fire extinguisher in there, accessible, easy to get to. Yeah, and then that's really it. I mean, every setup's a little different. It's all dependent on how much space you have. A trailer is like, an enclosed trailer is like a shop on wheels to me. And if you guys know anything about trailers and shops, it doesn't matter how big it is. It's never big enough when you start using it. But yeah, so what else are we gonna bring? I don't know. This video is not really me thinking much. It's just showing you guys kind of how things go behind the scenes. We're going to be uploading more content like this from the trip and moving forward. A lot of people have said they want more in the moment type stuff. So in between the long edits, in between the highly produced long format trail rides, we're going to mix some of this stuff in. We're also going to throw some product reviews and some product feedback in there and just kind of keep things flowing so that you guys can get a better feel of what we're doing. We got so many machines, so many plans, so many trips right now that it's just impossible for me to go on this 3-week trip and while we're there continually upload long format content every week. It's just not going to happen. So in between on these adventures, we're going to supplement with stuff like this. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. We are heading to Arkansas. So let me tell you, lots of people have been asking about where we're going. I'm going to post another separate video after this. Actually, we'll do a separate video after this because we're going to Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, all in the next 3 weeks. So if you want info on the trip, just tune in the next video, and then we'll end this one here. So thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps. We're at 99,000 subs right now. We're almost at 100K, guys. That's freaking epic. So please, if you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button and the like button. And ride safe out there. We'll see you in the next video.